Lads. I'm Robert Storms.
I'm Adam J.
And we wrote the book. Show him the book.
Okay, I'll show him the book. There we go.
Show him the book. You got to cut it off. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay, now I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about this book since I already did a video and posted all over Facebook. But today we figured we're just going to take time and just talk about the book and the experiences we had coming up with the story and writing the story.
Yeah.
For him, it's a 2-year journey. For me, it's been over a decade.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about it. I guess I'll start off with the overall plot, and then you'll chime in as we go. So it started off I told the story 100 times. It started off as a short story, like a 10-page short story in high school. I got an A+ on the story. At that point, I decided I wanted to do something more with the story. I tried comic books. You guys seen? I tried to do it with Andrew.
Tell the seashell.
Yeah. Two main problems occurred trying to do the comic. Two main problems occurred. At the time I wasn't fond of the art direction. I felt it was too childish compared to where I wanted to go. Where I wanted more of an Image Comics style.
He wanted more dark. He wanted a more dark style. And it's in no way that Andrew's artwork was bad. His artwork was friggin' amazing. The problem was it just didn't match the style or really the feel of the story.
Yeah. And then I was paying Andrew per page, and then when we got to issue 4, Andrew was working on his own comic and doing the Tale of the Seashell comic, and he was only getting a page on like once every 2 weeks, and it just wasn't getting turned around fast enough. So at that point, we just kind of parted ways. He went focused more on his comic, and then I was left with the story, didn't know what to do with it. So one day I was like, fuck it, I'm going to turn it into a novel with CreateSpace. It makes it easier to publish your own stuff. So I wrote a whole outline. I spent like a month just writing that fucking huge outline, and then I messaged Adam. Because Adam's got, your master's degree?
Yeah. Well, no, I've got a bachelor's in creative writing, and I have a master's in film production. So
and plus he also wrote the scripts for our web series Issues and the script for Critics Assemble, which will never come out ever. No. Joel.
For the record, I wrote the script for Clash of the Critics. R.L. King wrote. Oh, great example. Let's be fair here.
Sorry.
I don't want my name on that. Anyway.
My apologies, sir. And, so I knew Adam had a writing background.
Yeah.
So I messaged him like, hey, can you just read this and just kind of edit it for me? And then he's like, yeah, no problem. And next thing you know, he started adding his own stuff to it. And then we started collaborating more. Mm-hmm. And he was taking my story and then injecting more stuff in it.
Yeah.
And the story grew bigger. I think my original outline was 40 chapters. I think it ended up being 48 chapters. We expanded a lot on that. Basically, the process of what we did, if you guys were ever in middle school or elementary school where they used to have these creative writing teams, I don't know if you guys did this in school, but when we were in school, we would assemble the whole class in groups of 3 or 4, and you would write a paragraph, pass it to somebody, they'll read it, and then they'll continue with their own paragraph.
Yes, we did. I had to do that. It was in 10th grade.
Yes.
Creative writing, I had to do that.
So this was sort of what it was. It was I wrote my outline of the book, gave it to Adam, and then he wrote his own, and then shipped it back to me, and then I read it, and then, there was, a bunch of stuff what you did had, some of it was major changes to some characters, majority of it I loved. The stuff that I didn't, I messaged you up well, this ain't really the vision I had. And then okay, I just swapped it back, shipped it back to you. You read it, okay, I'm good with that. And then it was just for what 2 years, just bouncing back
about
and
2 years.
forward.
And about half of those 2 years, that was completely on me because I was juggling working 2 jobs. Going to college for my degrees and writing this. So, it was one big-ass struggle.
And I was a dick.
Yeah.
Adam, you done with this chapter yet?
I wasn't going to say nothing, but...
I mean, hey, but see, when I got the creative juices going, I want to get it done. But, in the meantime, because I shipped you the first half of the book.
Yes.
And then I was finishing the last half while you started working on the first half.
Yeah.
And then when eventually you had the whole book and you were going through it, then I started doing the cover on Photoshop.
Yeah.
So I was doing the cover, and then I was setting up the CrateSpace account and just going through and doing the different text styles for the chapters. And
yeah, the best way that I think you described this to me is that the best way we can describe this in terms of the writing process was he's George Lucas, I'm Kasdan, in the sense that he created this awesome story. I just made it broader, and I expanded on it. I added characters to it, I just did everything I could in my power to take his story and just expand on it as best I could.
Yeah, like you said, you created characters. Like in my first draft of the book, I had a character named Marcus, okay, which was a total throwaway character. He was basically a MacGuffin, basically, just to get the characters back to point A at the end of the book. And you took the character and you created this whole other backstory. And I was like, shit, all right,
and I renamed him.
Let's go for it. And then even you at the end, you renamed him. Marcus became Mordred in the book.
Yeah.
And then even you at the end changed his the final parts of his story. You changed it a couple times because that went through a couple processes.
Yeah, because I wanted to write. There were two different things that happened with Mordred, and I wanted to write them both to see how both would play out. And the second one I did turned out much better because it creates this big dilemma at the end of the book. I don't want to go into spoilers because obviously we want you to read the book.
No spoilers.
So, in all honesty, writing this book was just a wonderful experience. Just being able to work on it. When I'm not getting text every 2 seconds. Are you finished with the book? I know it's what he does. It's cool. It's cool. It's whatever. It was a friggin' year ago. I'm not complaining.
It's what I do, guys.
Yep. But in all fairness, he does that. He does that because he cared so much about this book and because he wanted this story.
To be fair, he did get me back and start doing it to me. Okay, because when he sent me the final book and I had to edit it, I was like, man, I'll edit that shit when I'm ready.
Vengeance, motherfucker.
He's like, you edited it yet? Man, I'll do it Wednesday, man. Wednesday come by, did you edit? Man, I'll fucking do it next Wednesday, man. And then I was like, man, fuck it, let me just do this. I'm tired of this man texting. I'm like, now I know what he went through.
Yeah.
So he did get me back on that one. So let's talk about a few of the other characters. Sasha was a huge part in my version of the book, and then you kind of like I told you what her backstory was. I think I wrote like a very short backstory where she just had like a monologue explaining it, and then you decided like I'm just gonna write this entire flashback. So you took my vision and just gave it more detail, which you did with a lot of my characters. So like even the main goblin Gallo, well, originally like
he didn't have a name.
Well, in the comic he did. He was Cork in the comic.
Oh, Cork. Okay, yeah.
And then when I wrote the book, I was like, well, I'm not going to give this guy a name. I actually killed him off halfway through the book. And then you're like, well, let's give him a name. And then you actually came out with this great backstory for him and how he relates to Nikolai and other characters. So, I mean, anything you want to add on the process in which you did with Gallo and Sasha?
I felt it was... I was looking for ways to make the story a little more interesting for the characters on their journey. And I was like, well, you can't really keep it interesting if you've only got this knight and this princess, and then they meet this elf, and that's it. Yeah. Okay, so my thought process was, okay, well, what if we added more to this group? Okay, and what if they had ties to some of these people, so they have dramatic backstories, and with Gallo, he connects to Sasha in a very significant way in the book. And I felt that was important because one of the themes is that you have two races divided. All right, and this one, the Elven race is like Sasha. We even say on the back of the book, she's the last of her kind.
Yeah, she's the
she's the last elf. All right, so it was really all about like breaking down like the racial boundaries and everything. Like I don't know if that's really the right term for it, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Species boundary.
Species boundary. There you go. Just make them kind of just hate each other for like a long time.
Yeah.
And then maybe they'll grow to respect each other as time goes on.
Yeah, because
people have a hard time accepting the truth, and that's what Sasha has in this.
Yeah, it's interesting because when I wrote the book, the first draft of the book went under 4 or 5 drafts before the final product.
Oh yeah, lots of
The
drafts.
first draft that I did, it was very one-dimensional. It was like this is point A, this is point B, this is the end game, and you kind of took it and you if this was the book, you branched it out to where like Sasha, like everything connected to other people and it all made sense in the end. To where my story was, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was all about Jacob, Aya, and getting back the kingdom. And the supporting characters were just that, supporting characters. And then you made the supporting characters
main characters.
Yeah, main characters, and it's more so. My wife read the book. She said she liked it, but she's my wife. What's she gonna tell me?
Yeah.
You know? So sorry, but I love her, but I don't take her word for it. You know, she's my wife. She's not gonna come to like that shit sucked. So, but the one thing she told me at the end of the book was, I don't like Aya.
Well, that is something that I did kind of struggle with. Writing for Aya, because I think I was having so much fun writing for these other characters, and with Aya, who is the title character, all right, the thing is, it's not that she's not an interesting character at all, okay, it's that everyone is kind of more interesting than her.
Yeah.
All right, then again, I explained this to you in a text, you look at a series like Harry Potter, every supporting character is more interesting than Harry Potter himself. All right, and I'm not the only one who thinks so. Okay, this has been a long debate.
No, it's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's been long debated. So, yeah, I don't think that was necessarily a problem. Aya still goes through emotional struggles and changes, especially as a character, and at the end, she's got to make this huge decision to save her kingdom.
Yeah.
So, again, it's not that she's a bad character in any way. It's just that everyone else is more interesting than her.
Yeah, I mean, and well, I based Aya off of other characters. Like when I wrote her, when I first wrote the first short story in high school, it was very based off of things that I liked back then. Like, I was a huge Final Fantasy X fan. I got the tattoo on my arm. So Aya was a combination of Yuna from Final Fantasy X. Her story is almost the same thing where Yuna goes on this pilgrimage. So the character's sort of similar to her. So the way she acts is sort of the way Yuna acts in that game. I don't know if you ever played it, but
Final Fantasy which?
10.
10? Yes, I played 10.
If you really play through that, she's kind of quiet, doesn't really say much. She's got this internal struggle of loss and stuff. So that's kind of what I based that off of. And then the book is also based off like the Gargoyles, first episode of Gargoyles.
Oh yeah, like with the ransacking of the castle.
Yeah, when the Vikings attack the castle, is basically the goblins attacking Terra-Beliza. That's it's just. I mean, I got some stuff from Star Wars in there. I got stuff from games I played, comics I read. Just like George Lucas did with Star Wars, where he gets inspiration from all these different things.
Oh, absolutely.
Same thing with Aya. Like even Autumn, when she read the last draft we did, she pointed out stuff that you wrote that was based off of other stuff.
Oh yeah.
That she's like that's kind of blatant, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, but it fits, So I guess that's pretty much it. So before we go, I want to talk about my favorite character of the book. which is Anja. I think that's my favorite.
Anja, let me tell you something. I don't think I had more fun writing for a character. Maybe Mordred, but Anja, no. I had so much fun writing this woman's dialogue.
And thing about that is, like, the drafts I sent you, because Anja was my favorite part of writing the book. That's when I spent the most time really tapping in that character and writing stuff. And when I got stuff back from you, you really didn't change that much of what I
added so much to her.
It's the only thing that you really...
That's the thing. It was like I added her doing more vicious things.
Yes,
that's what I wanted from this villain, because the entire when I saw her in the comic you did for Tell the Seashell, all I could think of was Eva Green in 300 Rise of an Empire. Okay, and I fucking love Eva Green, and she is vicious as shit in that movie. So really, I was thinking of that character the entire time I was writing Anja, because I'm like, just the most vicious bitch you can think of.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a great character. I like that character. Between her and Sasha, those are my two favorite characters. And I kind of wish I can go back and do more of a Sasha, but I mean, it's done now. I'm not rewriting it again. It's for sale, so it's over with. It's done with.
I tried doing something else with Sasha, but I just thought it was so stupid. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. It's so contrived and convoluted.
Maybe in the sequel.
Maybe we'll talk.
Yes. I texted him. I'm like, you ready for a sequel? It's like, I didn't think you were gonna ask. I was like, are you serious? Because I thought you didn't want no part of it. So I guess maybe we do a sequel.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends how sales look, I guess. So I guess we'll wrap it up. That was pretty much the thought process of the book. You guys can pick it up on Amazon.com. For some reason, a lot of people, like, I'll have the link in the description box below, but if you go to Amazon.com and type in Aya, it won't show up for some reason.
Type in one of our names.
Yeah, type in one of our names, and then it'll pop up. Like, type in Aya, Adam, Robert Storms or Adam, and it'll pop up then. You guys can get the paperback, the Kindle version. If you're a member of Prime, you get it shipped for 2 days. A lot of people I don't know why they mess me. They're like, well, which phone will help you more financially? Well, look, I'm going to be honest with you. If I had it my way, I would have sold the paperback for $6. Because I don't think any book is worth $12, $13. I mean, I bought Catalyst back there for $20, which is way more than I should pay on a book. But the thing is, I don't get to make that price. That's Amazon. Amazon, when I submitted sell, Amazon's like, this is the lowest you can sell it, $12.98. I'm like, damn, man, I wanted to sell it for $6 because, and the sad thing is, I only see like $1.50 or $2 of that $12.98 profit.
It's sad because they're the ones that are printing it and shipping it.
Yeah, between Amazon and CreateSpace, they get like 98% of the profit on that. But if you get the Kindle version, it's extremely more cheaper. It's only $3.98. I was able to set that price to whatever, and we get 75% of the profit. So every time I sell a Kindle version, I get $3. I don't care about the money because, like I said,
listen, don't get me wrong, okay? Money's awesome, but it's not why we wrote this book.
No,
at all.
I like, honestly, I don't care about the money. That's why I said if I could have set the paperback sales to $5 just so Amazon would get their money. That's what I would have done because I don't care if I see a profit on that. But Amazon wouldn't let me sell it that low. I was able to sell the Kindle for $3.99. I was able to sell it that low. I'm glad I was able to sell it that low. And you guys can download it instantly. If you don't even have a Kindle, they have a special app when you buy it, and you can download it to your phone or read it online. Also, a thing I set up is if you bought the paperback version, you get the Kindle version for free. So you can let your mom or whoever ordered the book know. I set that up so if you guys ordered the paperback,
my mommy bought a copy.
If you guys bought the paperback copy, just to let you guys know, you can get the Kindle version for free. I set it up that way. A lot of people were asking about autograph copies. I'm not selling them. I don't have any copies. All I have is this test copy. I don't own any copies. I'm not shipping it. The book never touches my hand. It's totally Amazon and the publisher's thing. Now, if you guys get it and you guys go to a convention, usually we're always at conventions together.
Yeah.
We had no problem signing it. I'm not planning on opening a booth to sell it because I opened a booth for Tale of the Seashell, sold nothing. So I don't think I'm gonna waste my time and money selling it at a booth. But if you guys want it, you guys can buy it, meet us at a con, sign it. If I get a big enough demand of it, I might order like 10 copies. We both sign them and then put them up on eBay in case somebody wants to buy them like that. Like we might sell them for like $10 a pop or something. I don't know. Yeah. So and I ordered 100 matching bookmarks too that I'm gonna hand out. So I'm just different promotion. So what you guys can do is, if you guys don't care, share the video, share the link. If you don't buy the book, I don't care, but you just got to share it.
Or that also being said, like if you do any sorts of reviews on YouTube, we welcome reviews of the book.
Oh, we're gonna get hated reviews.
Oh, I know that.
People hate my fucking guts.
Oh, I know. Here's the thing. If you just read it, it's fine. Okay, like even if they don't like it, it doesn't matter. Like we welcome any and all feedback. I mean, dude, we're the writers. We have to be able to do that.
I've been getting negative feedback since 2005.
You've been getting negative feedback since the Dragon Ball Evolution fiasco, and
before that with World of Warcraft, I got that. The game, not the movie, but yeah. So you guys, and also if you do purchase it on Kindle or Amazon, do me a favor. There's a review system there. Hit the stars, leave a little 3 or 4 sentence review in the review section on Amazon, because believe it or not, some people might actually look at that and review it. So and be like, ooh, this guy got a pretty good review. So anyway, I mean, that's all I got. I don't want to ramble on too long because I know a lot of people are probably not going to watch this video. So I mean, I posted a little video the other day, which was...
I'll post it on my YouTube channel, too.
Your people are probably more friendlier than my people. Unless I say fuck, shit, damn, they don't care what I say. Unless I am ripping the shit out of something, they care. Like, if I try to be intelligent, they don't care. But if I act like a fucking jackass...
I really hope some publisher never watches this fucking video one day.
I'm serious though. I can try to be intelligent and they won't care. But if I get on here and be like, fuck this, fuck that, man, that video will get thousands of views. So
he's not wrong.
Yeah. So most of the time when you guys see me rant, it's pretty much just me acting because I know that's what you guys want to see. I mean, it's like basically my real opinion just dialed up to like a 1000. So anyway, link is in the bottom. We're getting ready to go see Rogue One. So yes, this video is being uploaded after Rogue One. We're probably going to do a review. So you're going to see that review way before you even see this video. So I don't even know why I even bothered mentioning it right here. It's almost Rogue One time. So you got any final comments?
No.
Buy the book, people.
Buy the book, please.
$3.99. That's not a lot of money. Some people spend more than that on hamburgers.
And the paperback can be yours for the amazing low price of $12.98 on Amazon Prime. All of this can be yours.
I guess. Later, guys.